This project is really about reframing something that people from Coventry have known and loved for many, many years. So it's a new way of experiencing something that they're very familiar with. So the audiences who come here are going to see this highly immersive, interactive light and sound installation, which will go through a number of different phases, which are abstractions of a real sunrise.
There's a sense of it taking you on this sort of reflective journey about what you think the new year might be about, what you think about the past year.
We've been working in Coventry for the last year or so, where City of Culture and Coventry Cathedral were looking for a temporary light installation, which would happen over a number of weeks in the cathedral ruins. So we've been working on a project called Sunrise, which responds to the history of this amazing site. So we worked with two different musicians, Andy Spackman and Anna Palmer, to develop a piece based on a sunrise, and it's been a very collaborative process where us as designers and them as musicians would feed backwards and forwards, developing how the two work together.
We got given the brief of the light installation in the cathedral, and that we had to compose a piece that would be 15 minutes long to accompany the simulation of a sunrise. And one of the first ideas was that we wanted it to be an anti-crescendo, so that it would start loud and disorientating and gradually become more simple and more pure, I guess, to coincide with the white light at the end.
Because we knew it'd start in darkness, and we wanted to, perhaps to some degree, disorientate the audience and overstimulate them with a lot of noise and a lot of kind of chaos, for a sort of purer, kind of more succinct ending.
Mm-hmm.
The most complicated element for us was doing something on a scale we've never taken on before. So this is something like 4 times as big as our previous project. So to work on that scale and with so many different partners was really challenging, but also fascinating for us.
It's pretty big for me.
Yeah, not, I've done things with visual elements before, but not anything on this sort of scale or this sort of way before.
In this kind of vast space, that's a new thing for me in particular. I'm used to performing a lot, but this is a whole different kettle of fish when you're using diffusion and surround sound, and to compose music that would fit this arena but also be family friendly, because it's a New Year's Eve showing. It's a lot of pressure to get it right, because it's a New Year's Eve moment for people and you want it to be special.
It's like, how do you compete with such something the size of a cathedral, but also something that has such a rich history? And I still pinch myself that we're even doing a project in this location, because it's just so meaningful a place. That was one of the reasons why we wanted to make something that was so large and impactful that we could actually try and compete with this huge cathedral.
And there were other things in the brief too, like the idea of the project relating to the moonlight bombings and the Moonlight Sonata piece. So there were little kind of clues in there, but we wanted to sort of pay some sort of homage to those things.
I mean, I think it fits really well. It's very sympathetic to the space. It's, again, one of the things that we wanted to avoid when we were commissioning the piece was to have something which is just kind of projected onto the cathedral, but which didn't relate to the cathedral at all. And I think it does, it really is a sort of an extension of the space in the way that the lighting's been put in, and also the sound.
I think the message of Sunrise is a really important one. This is as important as it was after the Second World War as it is today, when we live in quite turbulent times, actually. But I think the message of Sunrise is to really sort of think about your future in a quite positive way.
I don't know if they'll expect what we've written.
It won't be necessarily an easy thing to listen to, but I think I'm sort of hoping that they might come back, they'll be thinking about it, rather than just going, oh, that happened and now it's over. They might think, that was peculiar, but I want to come back and experience it again.
I think that a lot of people coming won't know what to expect, but I think that because the light piece and the music changes so much through the 15-minute duration, I hope that they'll feel every emotion. It'll be like watching a film. You'll kind of smile, you'll be slightly frightened, and then you might cry at the end, and then you'll feel happy again. I hope that it's a real roller coaster experience for people.
To shake the tree and find feet.